So what we've done within Wandsworth is to gather partners from across the system. So what do I mean by that? We're looking at local authority, we're looking at local community groups, we're looking at community members, the NHS, different people who are involved in the system. What we're trying to do is bring everyone together through these workshops and share ideas, share what we've experienced as a community or as organisations in relation to childhood obesity or family obesity. And then now we're putting our minds together to find a solution.
She was interesting. There were a lot of parks. We did come up with that as being one of the positives for sure. But I think the most negative you could think of on the maps was we had a lot of junk food across schools. Like right opposite them, you would have the chicken shops. And then the social economic aspect came in from there as well, because it's so cheap to get an unhealthy meal from there than actually go and get something healthy, your money. And as a kid, your priority isn't what's healthy.
So we've learnt today that there are 800 hectares of park common ground in Wandsworth. And what we would like to do is to try and encourage our various communities to utilise their space within their own immediate community, but also to build up confidence to go outside of SW11 and SW8.
Eating in the sense of moderation, like it's good to eat stuff that we like, and it's good to also eat healthy stuff and the amount that you eat and when you eat, but moderating that as well.
You know, because a lot of the time communities, if we're looking at healthy living, they look at a healthy food or a healthy meal as just maybe a bland broccoli, but actually creating a meal that is East African, and how can we make it so it's more healthy, maybe changing an oil or whatever that might be.
And it's about working with those particular fast food restaurants to ensure that there's healthier options, or how they are preparing the food that they have in those takeaways is done in a healthier way. In a nutshell.
What have we learnt over these two sessions? Well, we've learnt that children and childhood obesity is on the rise, and I think that, you know, COVID and the cost of living crisis has made that worse and more complex for families to kind of deal and cope with. We've also learnt that the older a child gets, the less control we have of our children as they get older, and that is something that, you know, we need to factor into decisions and to how we might support them. We know that girls are possibly less likely to enjoy physical activities as they get older as well. And we've all learned that we all have a part to play in kind of the healthy, encouraging our kind of healthy weight and healthy lifestyles in our own workplaces, in our own families, in our own communities.